Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We have a Kiwi craft beer today, and it's a style that's not very common on the channel, but it's a style I enjoy. So we have an American brown ale. Well, it's actually described as a hopped up American brown ale, so that sounds even better. It's called Hook Jaw. It's at 5.5%. And it's by Garage Project out of Wellington, New Zealand. One of my favourite breweries. So yeah, they're one of those breweries that are always trying new styles and stepping outside the box and experimenting. And yeah, I love them for that. A lot of their beers can be absolute elite level, and then they might have the occasional miss, but at least they have a crack. So I'll read what it says on the back. Hook Jaw, Taiwan on American Brown Ale. A careful blend of oats, crystal, and toasted malts delivers a complex base with notes of chocolate, chewy caramel, and dark roast coffee, deftly balanced with Chinook, Cashmere, and Mosaic hops, giving punchy bitterness and layers of blueberry, grapefruit, and tangerine. You'll be hooked. Sounds good. Some random stuff on the can artwork. And cheers to the chat. We've got Adam and Daniel. Good to see you, boys. So yeah, I haven't had a brown ale for a while, and yeah, when they're really hoppy, I love them. Bit like a red IPA or a black IPA or anything super hoppy. I'm more of a fan of like a American style over an English, just due to the hoppiness. So I've got my posh glassware, and yeah, 2 beers tonight, same as last night. This is the first one. Second one is a very, very exciting collaboration between an Aussie and an English brewery. So we had a pretty busy day at work today. Just sort of getting ready to go to Sydney. I can't wait. It's getting closer and closer, and I've got all of next week off now, so that's good. So it pours in the camera. It just looks straight brown, but it's actually got a very reddish hue. I would say it's like sort of in between a dark amber and a brown, whereas on the camera it's not showing that sort of reddish. Yeah. Tight knit head, probably 3 to 4 finger. I would say medium body, probably medium carbonation as well. Looks really good in the glass. Ooh. Yeah, that's good. So you're smelling like it's roasty, toasty, and sort of like West Coast IPA hoppy. So the first thing I actually noticed is pine, which is pretty cool. And then you're getting like, yeah, chocolate, like a chewy caramel, I would say like a brown bread, like a rye bread or something like that. But yeah, you definitely get like the grapefruit, the orange, the tangerine. Smells really good. And yes, Adam, this would be one you'd love, I reckon. I haven't even tasted it, and I just know you're gonna like it. Yeah, marmalade. Yep. Yeah, you do get a touch of berry. It's like that berry that you get from coffee. when you have I don't know, like an African blend of coffee, and it's got that sort of sweet berry note to it. That's what I'm getting a little bit here. I'm not really getting coffee as such from the roast. It did say that it was a note, but I'm not really getting it. But yeah, it smells really good. I'm keen as to get into it. Cheers. Oh, yes. Yes. It just keeps lingering and lingering. Hello. That mouthfeel is elite. Surprisingly, like very, very smooth and creamy. Just getting through the head, like, I don't know, it was very complex flavors. It's hitting big time. Caramel's huge. It's almost like a sort of at that point where it's almost like a burnt caramel. And I would say probably more, it's like a dark chocolate, but because the beer is so smooth and creamy and that pillowy head and that, it's sort of, it messes with your brain and makes you think it's more like milk chocolate. But you're getting like a real sort of grassy floral note as well. It's quite piney, which is awesome. Mmm. I kind of wish I had another one of these, Adam, because I think this is a beer you would love. I might have to track one down. I'm pretty sure it's still available. Because I'm always banging on about how good Garage Project here is like here, and it's like, well, classic example. I know in the UK you guys used to get some Garage Project, but it was all their shitty core stuff, the real basic stuff. Them and like Eight Wired and it's awesome because it's like it's a brown ale. So it's obviously roasty and toasty, but because it's so hoppy, it's like drinking. It's like combining an old school brown ale with a West Coast IPA, but then you're still getting like all this juice as well. This is definitely a style when done like this. I am a huge fan. I always thought it was going to be good, but it's probably exceeded expectation. And yeah, now I'm like, fuck, I've only got one. Hook jaw. There's been quite a few people on YouTube in the last week or so saying how quiet it is on here lately. And yeah, I definitely agree. I don't know whether it's like there's just not as many people sort of sitting and watching as late, or the algorithms just yeah sort of screwing around. Maybe in the beer world, they're just not pushing channels like ours anymore. I've seen like Simo mention it and Joey, a couple of other boys in America. God, that's good, Adam. If I put in another order of beers and yeah, I've obviously got time to get them before next weekend. I'm going to try and get one of these for you, dude. Cheers, Yaganito, if that's your name. Welcome in. Got a nice brown ale. It's actually more of a reddy colour to it than on the camera, but my camera is pretty average. Apologies for that. Yeah, just that lacing on the glass just keeps going and going. Yeah. I didn't have it like this concert I'm going to in Sydney, dude. As much as I was keen as for it being a black tie event and thought it was real cool, then it sort of started to dwell on me that I don't have any clothes for it. It's like I haven't wore like slacks and a dressy shirt for yonks. I wouldn't even know where they are. So then I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to track something down, and I'm gonna be pushing for time because of work and yeah, having to go away this weekend. And I'm in a small country town, so I don't have much selection. So anyway, I went to like the local Kmart and they had nothing. All I got there was shoes. So I was like, well, I still need a pair of trousers and a shirt. It's amazing. You can't even find that stuff anymore. Like it used to be everywhere when I was a kid. And then I went to the local menswear store and it's pricey as fuck. And yeah, I got like a dressy pair of pants and a white button up shirt. It was like $160. I'm like, fuck's sake. So all up on this concert I've spent about $1,500. Yeah. But the actual quality of the camera's been fine and there's certain things where the color looks all right, but then I don't know. There's just certain beers you hold them up to the camera and they just look completely different than what they are. Cheers, Simo. I just mentioned you, brother. Just saying how there's been quite a few people out there that have said their stuff's been quieter than usual, and I was agreeing. He's not going anymore. He's pulled out. Only kidding. Yeah. I'll still be smashing beers. Cheers, Phil. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, that's the only thing with international flights. You got to get there so damn early. Sometimes the queues are just horrendous. You get to Melbourne Airport sometimes, like to fly out, and you're just stuck in this insane queue for like ages. I mean, there's probably airports that are way worse, but it's going to be cool with the dogs. So yeah, you boys that have just joined, I'm drinking a hoppy brown ale, and it's effing phenomenal. Like really, really good. Probably one of the best brown ales I've ever had. Garage Project are an insane brewery. Yeah, that's brutal. I remember when I flew to Thailand and it was 7 hours, and that was like pretty insane. It's good if you can sleep, obviously, but it's good if you the best is if you're in a two-seater and it's just you and your partner, so you're not really worrying about some random next to you. And then yeah, if you can have a snooze occasionally or a drink and some food, and it's also good too if they have some good movies or TV shows to watch. But yeah, the old 24-hour sesh. Woo, I'll have to do it one day. an hour and twenty, an hour and 25 for me to go from Melbourne to Sydney. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, when I was booking the flights to Sydney and back, I was trying to get like locations on the plane where I thought less people will want to sit in those areas. It's nothing better when you sit down and then all of a sudden no one sits next to you and you're like, but yeah, on a huge flight like that, if you had a section to yourself, it would be grand. Yeah. It'd be good if you had money and yeah, you just the ones that have that money they can just throw away and they get one of those executive bloody little bedroom suite things on the plane. That'd be insane. Yeah, I just wouldn't be able to afford it. I don't want to go all the way to the UK for the first time and being skint with money. It's just been a. I've had a lot on this year, so yeah, to have a trip like the UK, it's sort of you need to do it on a year where you don't have much other stuff going on. Like I've still got bloody Metallica and Oasis coming up later in the year. Accommodation is the biggest killer though. Like every time I go somewhere, just the amount that you spend on accommodation, it's fucking insane. Yeah. Business class. There's a guy that I work with, and he's like heaps younger than me. And he said every time he flies somewhere, he goes business class. I'm just thinking, how the fuck do you afford it? Like he earns less than what I do, so I'm like, I know how much money you make, and you're not a druggie. He might have, maybe he's got like real rich parents or something. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, yeah. I've heard American accommodation's insane now. One thing I've heard a lot about is how ridiculously expensive Vegas is getting. Like it's probably always been pricey and they can get away with it because they're out in the desert by themselves. But I've just heard it's like beyond a joke now, just with basic like foods and stuff. Like it's hardly even worth going there. It's never really interested me that much anyway. I've never really been into fucking pokey machines and casino stuff and that. The main thing that intrigues me is how all these people live underground. I'll go party with them. Yeah. God, this beer is good. Just like everything about it is just banging. It's roasty, it's toasty, it's hoppy, it's juicy, it's bitter. Bang and can't remember how much I paid for it, but yeah, I really wish I got a 4 pack. I'm sure the place that I need to get some more beers from still has it available. It just smells like the hops in it smell so fresh as well. It's that cold here. I can see my breath. Currently 3 degrees Celsius. She'll be a very brisk walk tomorrow morning up to work, I think. I always know when it's real cold when I go over. There's this little creek and a bridge. You go over there and you can just feel the how cold it is, and it's like real foggy and scary. Yeah. One thing I'm really hoping, I'm I messaged the hotel I'm staying at in Sydney and I said, look, I'm getting a super early flight in. There's anything you can do to, yeah, let me check in a bit earlier because 3 in the afternoon, that's going to be a very, very long wait if I'm getting in at like 7 in the morning. So yeah, they're going to see what they can do. Even if I could check in at like midday or 1 o'clock, it would just make it so much easier. And I'm going to be real tired as well because I'm going to be spending a few hours during the night at like the airport or in the city before I leave. I'm not paying for accommodation again the night before. Fuck that. I'm just going to hang out at the airport like a bum for about 5 hours. Oh, yeah. That's a different level of cold right there. Yeah, well, that was one thing I said to him. It's always the killer when you're traveling and you can't check in and you've got shit to do, especially if you want to go out on the piss and you're like going ages away from where you're staying. It's like you need to be able to leave your bags and just get on the move. So that's what I'm thinking I might do. I might, as soon as I get into the city, just go straight to the hotel or even like, actually, yeah, I'll go straight to the hotel and at least get rid of my bags and then go for breakfast somewhere. and then sort of maybe find somewhere to have a drink that's close to where I am. And then, yeah, well, I check back in with them, see if I can check in. And then if not, I'll just head out to the inner west and start doing the breweries. And then I'll just have to check in sort of when I'm smashed later on in the day. I forgot to say hello, buddy. Cheers, mate. Yeah, very, very impressed with this beer. I would go as much to say I'd probably give it a 4.5 out of 5. Could nearly even go higher. I really want you to try it now, Adam. So I'm going to see if I can get another one for you. Cheers, Joshy G. Good to see you, bro. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for chiming in, mate. Enjoy that hot shower. Yeah, it's a cool name. Hook and jaw. How are you anyway, Josh? Good to see you, mate. I'm probably wrapping this one up soon. I'm going to do another one shortly. So, and I know the next beer is going to be good. Let's just say I have tried it before, but I haven't reviewed it yet. I drank it super fresh, and I am delightful. I cooked up another steak tonight for dinner. Very juicy. Um, yeah, went the same sort of just salt, pepper, garlic, and like a smoked paprika. And then I just put a little dab of barbecue sauce on it. Yeah, I had steak, eggs, and salad. Yeah, then after that, I unfortunately was paying bills. Never a good thing. Yeah. Ooh, that sounds good. Don't mind a bit of broccolini. I'll have to do that next time, brother. Yeah, chuck it in the fatty. Mm, that'd be good. Sounds good, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. So as I said, for hook jaw, hopped up American brown ale by Garage Project out of Wellington, New Zealand. 4.5 out of 5. Probably one of the best brown ales I've had. Very impressed. Complex flavour notes. I would say, yeah, like roasty, toasty, hoppy. It's like I didn't get much coffee, but definitely like caramel, chocolate, bready, biscuity. Yeah, from the like you got some green hop character, like it was piney, floral, grassy, and then yeah, a lot of fruity character as well, like mainly citrus. Yeah, like your grapefruit, tangerine, touch of berry, touch of like some stone fruit as well, like some apricot. So yeah, a lot going on in it, and yeah, just like beautiful, like mouthfeel as well, like really smooth and creamy, which is for a brown ale that's probably a little bit different, especially a hopped up one. But yeah, it worked, and yeah, 5.5%. I mean, flavor packs a punch, and for that ABV, that's like awesome. So yeah, you could actually session a few of these, or especially on a sort of a colder night, I reckon. So yeah, stick around. I'll be back for a collaboration hazy IPA or a double IPA, should I say? Two really good breweries, and yeah, I'll be doing that in about 5 minutes. So look out for that. Cheers, boys and girls. Cheers, Brevis. I'm back in about 5 minutes with another one, dude. If you want to join for that one.